Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my page. As you come in, please share, like, and share. Thank you, my first viewer. How are you today? Please like and share. Let us know where it is that you are watching from. Please like and share. Let us know where you're watching from. Thank you. Good day, sis. We're going to be talking about handling finances in our relationships. Handling finances in our relationships. Like and share as you were coming in. Thank you. Let me see if I can invite some more people. So, if you speak any other language than English, tell us what do you call money in your language? So, we're going to be talking about handling finances in our marriage, in our relationships. I'm trying to not just say marriage, in our relationship, because money is one of the um, issues, one of the things that causes issues in relationships, other than the ones that we know of, lying, cheating, and whatnot. Money is another important um, issues, can cause issues in our relationship if not dealt with properly. So, one of my followers had requested that I talk on this issue of handling finances in our relationship. Thank you, everybody. When you come in, let us know where you're watching from and what do you call money in your language. If it's not money, type in the comment section what do you call money. Like and share as you come in. Thank you. And if you have um if you have not shared, if you're not following my page, please do so. So as you come in, let us know where are you watching from. So money. We're going to be talking about money. So handling money in our finances. So first of all, I'm going to say disclaimer. I'm always saying on this page that thank you, watching from New Jersey. Thank you. Um, disclaimer: I am an accountant, but I'm not a professional on any level. So this is uh, basically based on my experiences. So again, I'm going to say if whatever measures you're using to handle your finances in your relationship, if it is working, then there is no need to change. But if you're looking into alternatives as to how else can you do it, um, be my guest. Okay, and if you're on this page, I'm not an advocate of saying that my husband's money is my money and my husband's money is our money and my money is our money. No, I'm not an advocate for that. I believe that as women especially, if whatever relationship you're in, both of you have to support each other financially. I mean, of course, you're supporting each other in other means. I hope so. But you have to thank you. Keep the comment coming. You have to support the home front financially. So we're going to talk about the different ways that you can support your home front, support your children. Money is Igboho. Thank you. I know definitely that I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but thank you. So that's another name for money. And money is Owo. Thank you. So yes. So today we're going to be talking about the different ways that you can handle your finances in your home. Again, this is solely based on my experiences and what I've seen around the world. Thank you, Ashaolu, for coming, joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Please tell us, like and share, and tell us where it is that you're watching from. And what do you call money in your language, whatever language it is that you speak? So, I believe that handling your finances as a couple, having a joint account is the best way to handle a family finances. Having a joint account. Okay. There could be different ways now that you can have a joint account. Okay, which is what I'm going to um, break down on this show. So so actually let me use my own experience. So when myself and my husband first came together, we were doing 100% um, joint account. So what's the definition? Actually, before I get to that, so if you go, so joint account is I believe, is the best way to handle your finances as a couple. Okay, but you have to know the financial attitude of your partner. Is your partner a person of his or her word? Is your partner respectful of whatever rules that you guys are going to lay down in the relationship? You have to have known yourself, I hope. Okay, so yes, joint account is the best way to handle your finances in your home, but it is also dependent on the two individuals that are in the relationship. Okay, so if you have a spouse that gambles, okay, that gambles, that doesn't know the difference between spendable money and the money that you're not supposed to spend. So it would be crazy of you to go in and say you want to do a joint account. Okay? So if you have a spouse that um believes in looking good outside. There's some people that don't gamble, but they believe in looking good outside. They could, instead of paying their rent, they could use their money to pay for a friend's rent because the person um, is in trouble, so to say, because the person has no way of handling their finances. And then they use their last money, their rent, to pay for somebody else's rent or mortgage. So that type of a person, of course, I'm not going to say that you should have a joint account with them, because you have to know that the home front is your most important responsibility. You can't leave your own responsibility undone and pick up somebody else's responsibility. So yes, you have to know who you're in business with. You have to know your spouse, the person that you're going to have a joint account with. Okay. That being said, going back to my joint account, going back to my own story. So myself and my husband, we used to do 100% joint account. What do I mean by 100% joint account? Both of our salaries goes to the same account. And we take, I think we used to take like maybe $20, $30 weekly for, I don't know, whatever it is that we want to do. Um, we both of us don't eat out much, so we tends to not need to buy much outside. So yes, we just so the salary goes into the account, and that's how we pay for our bills. That is a great way to handle your joint account. Again, if both of you are responsible financially. Thank you for joining, Mr. Ayodiji. Um, that is a great way to handle your finances if both of you are responsible financially. So that being said, joint account, especially if both of you are putting your whole salary together, helps you save faster. You are able to accomplish capital stuff like capital investment. So I remember when we used to do the 100% joint account, we were able to come together and we bought a house very fairly at a good time. I say at a good time because I think we've been in this house maybe from like 2005 or 2004, I believe. And my husband joined me in 2001. So that's like 4 years or so after he came. And of course, I didn't have much before he came because I was in school and basically trying to, survive. But anyway, that being said, joint account helps you save faster and you're able to put money together and get a joint um, and make a good investment. Why? Because with joint account, you have to be accountable to each other. With joint account, you can't just spend without consulting your partner. And then when you have a goal, you're able to work together and know that this is our goal, and you're better able to achieve it together. So joint account helps you save faster. Um, I think about 14 years ago, I made a suggestion that um, the 100% joint account was no longer working for me. I wanted us to come up with a different plan. So my plan was that he was going to be paying the mortgage and I was going to um, pay the rest of the bills. And it was like, no. Um, I mean, the reason it gave me, I don't like, and I'm not going to say that. But he came up with the opinion, with the suggestions that we contribute money together uh, based on the bills that I brought forward and contribute money in a joint account and pay the bill from that account. And I must say that that was one of the best decisions that we made in in this journey of having a joint account. That was one of the best decisions that we made. So I'm saying that because that took off the issue of um oh, you using the light, the light is on, or maybe you're wasting the food. Maybe it's because I'm the one paying for the food. um um why is the where's there no food in the house? Is it because you're the one buying food in the house? Oh, you ate too much food because you're the one paying for the food. That takes off that burden. Nobody was watching what any, I mean, of course you still have to make sure that you're responsible with your resources, but it wasn't um it wasn't an issue of you're wasting this because you're not the one paying for it. That was off the table. And the kids are aware because spending, we I made it a point to let them know that, oh, um this is from the house money, like they know that the both parents are contributing financially to the home. They know that um that it wasn't like, oh, that is the one that feeds me all the time, or mommy is the one that buys me my new shoes. They know that as a couple, we took care of business together. And I think that's a big advantage of having a joint account. That's a big advantage of having a joint account because the kids are not um, there's no reason for them to think that, oh, mommy is not taking care of me or daddy is not taking care of me. That takes care of the burden of um um it's only the mother that's taking care of the children, or that there is imbalance in the way things are being done in the home. So again, that's my experience. And as far as I know, that works for us. And basically, we able to pay the bills from the joint account, and we go on vacations on the joint account. Um, if there's anything, if there happens to be anything that needs to be done, that there is not enough money, we can discuss and put money together and do that again from the joint account. I think the home just runs better that way. Again, this is my opinion. So you get to ask your questions, you get to tell me um, if you have any other way of doing it. And again, I've had to give advices to people that um, for whatever reason, when they have arguments, the spouse is fond of saying that, oh, you're not bringing anything to the table. And then I asked the lady, don't you bring anything to the table? And then the lady was like, oh yeah, I buy food, I buy clothes for the children, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, so if this spouse is saying that you're not bringing anything to the table, then maybe you need to do something else. So I said, sit down, have a conversation, let your contribution be visible in the home. Don't just buy clothes for the kids. Let him or her know when you are making this contribution to the home, specifically what you are doing. Because a lot of times I go to the store to buy food and I'm thinking, oh my God, I already spent $500. And I'm looking at the food. The food is not even that much. But you already spent $500. But you're not going to be going home and say, oh, I spent $500. Nobody knows if the money tag is not being seen, especially if they don't go to the store and see what the prices of things are. So I'm saying contribute together and run the home front as a unit. That is my best bet to do this. And I have to say before I start looking at the comments that if you're a business person, your business revenue is not your salary. Please let me know if I'm saying anything that makes sense or if I'm saying anything that is out of place. If you're a business person, your revenue is not your salary. If you're a business person, you need to make sure that your revenue is not being used for the running of the house. Because guess what? When the money is done or when the business runs down, we are going to point fingers. And nobody is going to say that, oh, that's just because you always use the money to pay for the children's school fees. That's why the business went down. So you have to be able to demarcate between your business and your salary. And so, yeah, in line with the joint account, if we want to give things to anybody, basically everybody gives everybody takes care of their family. So majorly I take care of my family. Majorly it takes care of his family. If we have a function that we need to attend, we put money together to give the person. If we have something that we need to do together, we put money together and do it together. So again, I believe that joint account is the best way to do it. It helps the kid have the home front. So like when my son um, asks to buy a shoe, I'd be like, okay. After vetting it, and then I'll let him know. Cross check with your dad. Is your dad okay with it? We do not just make major decisions on our own without consulting the other person. And yes, that is my view on handling finances as a couple. Again, I don't believe in a relationship where the woman just stays and, uses her money to just look pretty. I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. And especially if you know that the guy is struggling and you have some money, you have a job, why can you not help? If it's a family, then you're supposed to find a way to do things together and build the home front together. And that helps the home runs better. And that avoids the issue, like I said, of um, maybe something runs out and you're wondering that, oh, why is this not being bought or whatever. So I'm gonna look into the comment quickly before I look again at my and if you have any questions, please do if you have any questions, please do, what's the word? Type it and let me know. I'm supposed to if you have any questions, let me know. Give me 1 second. Uh, Alright, so let me go to the top of the comments before alright, so thank you everybody for joining. Kemi from New Jersey, Shola, my Madam Adeniran from New Jersey, thank you. Owo money, thank you. So again, if you're coming in, let us know what money is called in your language. Give me 1 second. I'm supposed to have a number that you can call in, but I did not write the number down. I'll be right back. Timmy, sorry, I forgot to write the number down. I forgot to write the number down. Open it for me.
Tell me the. No, I still have to tell you the number.
No, open the number.
I have to tell you so that you can write it down.
Timmy, it was on your call log, Timmy. You don't know how to do call log? Timmy, call log.
Okay, let me see. Can't you check your phone?
Using my phone to
It's
record.
right here.
Where?
The top number.
9438. Thank you. All right, I'm sorry, everyone. So, if you want to call in, I have a number that you can call in at. It's 516-329-9438. So if you want to call in, you can call in on, I'm going to add that to the comment, 516-329-9438. Sorry about that. I forgot to write that down. That's why I had to run. Okay. So Ashalu watching from UK. Thank you very much. Please like and share when you come in. All right. So I'm looking through the comments while I wait for if you want to call in. Are you guys sharing this for me? All right. So Shola said, know your strength when it comes to finances. Absolutely. That's the one thing I haven't mentioned. So just because so in my relationship, my husband takes care of the finances. But it doesn't have to be that way. If the wife is the better manager of money, then let the wife take care of the finances. That being said, please don't be that spouse that doesn't know what is going on with your finances. So just because my husband pays the bill in the house doesn't mean I don't go to the account to make sure that things are being done, to make sure that on a monthly basis that the money is going out of the account, the bills are being paid. Don't be that spouse that, God forbid, maybe the spouse is great, nothing, he was doing everything okay. But God forbid somebody died. Nobody expects to die, but anything can happen. Do you know how to handle the finances of your home? So don't be that person that, okay, you contribute the money, but then you don't know what else is going on with the finances. All right. So yeah, saying that you should know the strength of your spouse, absolutely. Um, and then I have a comment. Madame Adiniro said that so when you have a joint account, you avoid unnecessary arguments. Yep. Yeah. Please like and share as we continue. Okay, so I'm going to read this comment and I'm going to try and answer it. It said joint account is good for couples, but I would like you to talk about how to protect it to avoid other person joining to make a withdrawal without the other person knowing. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why you have to be conversant with what's going on with the account. You don't just have an account that you don't have access to. So you're contributing money to the account. Both of you need to have access to the account. Both of you need to know what is going on in the account. If any transaction happens in the account and you're not sure of it, be able to talk to your spouse and ask questions. What is this transaction? What is this amount about? You know, um, and both of you should not be offended about asking each other what a particular transaction is about, because that's the only way you can be in the know. That's the only way you can know what's going on. I have another comment here that yes, joint account is very good, but nowadays in our generation, God will help us. Okay. I have a post on my page yesterday that I thought was very good for couples. A lot of us, especially Nigerians, not to badmouth us, we like to say God, put God in everything. Yes, I know God is everywhere. I'm a Christian too. But there's a lot of things that God wants us to do on our own. There's a lot of things that God wants us to handle on our own. So talking about joint account, talking about being responsible financially, talking about knowing what is going on with your finances, God is not going to come back down from heaven and do that for us. Okay? So, yes. How to agree on what to contribute, an effective way to getting it done. So, like I said, in my case, I listed the bills that we had in the house. I made a reasonable estimate of the bill that we had in the house, and then we agreed on what each person should contribute, and that's what we did. And recently, actually, we had to increase the contribution because I have a school loan that we had to add to the bill. So we had a discussion and we increased the contribution to the joint account to cover that. So yes, again, you have to come together as a couple and have this discussion. And your estimate has to be reasonable. That's the other thing. Your estimate has to be reasonable. You rather have an estimate that's too much than have an estimate that's too little. So when I say too much, You're better off having excess in your joint account than not having enough. Okay? And in all of this, accountability is very, very important. You cannot have successfully run a joint account without being accountable, without being responsible. You can't just go to the account and spend as you will. You can't just go to the account and you know decide to give money to your family members. So please call in. I gave us a phone number that if we want to call in, you can call in. The number is 516-329-9438. I'm expecting your call. Let us hear from you. Or again, I'm reading the messages that you left also, if that's the way we're still doing it. In the number, okay. All right, so the number is pinned. Okay. So call in, let us know what your opinion is on this. All right, so the number is pinned. Um, let me, if as I'm still expecting more comments from you guys. Okay. Um, and again, of course, joint accounts, like I said, nothing, even the dead phone is right 2 times in a day. Okay. So of course, joint account has its pros and cons. You cannot have a major spending without consulting with your spouse. Okay. You can't do that. You can't just go out and see I don't know, a big TV and decide that, oh, you're going to use the joint account to buy a TV and come home and surprise your spouse. You cannot do that. If you're going to surprise anybody, you have to surprise them with your own personal money. And for me, that's one of the advantages of joint account. So with us having a joint account, if my husband buys me any gift, I appreciate it more because I know it's his money. I know it's not my money, it's his money. And I want to believe when I buy him gift also. The point is, joint account helps you to be more accountable to each other. And then the rest of your money is where you can do whatever it is that you want to do on your own. Thank you, Leila, for joining. Please tell us where you're watching from. And the rest of your money is what you can do. You can do whatever you wish with. Again, accountability still goes to, you can't be married and not be accountable. So just because you have the rest of your money to do whatever you can do, that doesn't mean you should go and be stupid with it. That doesn't mean that you should go and spend it unwisely. Or that doesn't mean that you have the freedom to do what you otherwise wouldn't have done if your spouses were aware of your spending. Okay? So I have pinned the number and I haven't received any call from anybody. 516-329-9438. Okay, and if I do, I mean, I guess I'll wait for another 2-3 minutes. If I don't get any call, maybe everybody's clear. There is no question. and that would be great. And if you have any comment, please add it to the comment section. If your partner is at fault by not being able to pay the amount, what will other person do? Thank you for that question. That is a great question. If your partner is unable to pay their portion the um of the bill, first of all, he has to be what is the reason? Okay, so if God forbid, if somebody is sick and for whatever reason, that's the reason you're unable to pay your portion of the bill, the spouse can crucify you for being sick. So you guys have to talk and figure out a way to manage the situation. Is the other person going to have to come up with more money on his or her end to cover the bill of the house? Do you guys have excess? Do you guys have excess in the joint account that you can fall back on? So for me, we usually have, when we do our tax return, we usually have the money aside. And that's basically where we augment our expenses from. But say you don't have that, you need to have a conversation. You need to have a conversation as to how do we pay the bill for this month? Is there a bill that could be postponed till the next payment? Can the other person come up with more funds to cover the bill? There needs to be a conversation. Okay, but again, the reason that you are unable to pay has to be a good reason. So if you gambled your salary and now you are telling me that you can come up with your portion of the bill, oh well, that's probably going to be a ground for, maybe the first time is going to be a warning, but the second time would be a ground for us to stop the joint account altogether. Because if it does, again, I say, if whatever arrangement you have to fund your home is not working, then you need to change it. And there are other resources. You could talk to people, get people's opinion on how to do this, or see how other people are doing it. Again, I've had to talk to few people as to, okay, you're bringing something to the table, but if it's not being seen, maybe you need to put it in a way that it will be seen. So yes, if the partner is unable to come up with his or her portion of the contribution, the first thing is to sit down and have a conversation. And come up with possible solutions. Okay, and thank you for that comment. That was a very good one. On care attitude, I'm not sure I know what to make of that comment. Or maybe we're saying that the person that wasn't able to contribute their portion of the money has an uncaring attitude. If that is it, then again, there needs to be a conversation. Maybe the joint account process is not working. Okay, so I haven't heard anybody call. Maybe everybody is clear. But again, please do like and share the video. And if you have any more questions, comment on the video. If I see, I will try as much as possible to respond and on a timely manner. Mr. Agbayewa, my math teacher, thank you for joining. Thank you. I appreciate your joining. And so yeah, that's all I have for us on handling our finances. And again, just with everything, nothing is cut in stones. Um, just because I said that a joint account is best for you to handle your finances does not mean that that is going to work for everybody. The dynamics of your family situation might be different. The dynamics of your family situation is going to help you um, craft something that will work for you. Okay? But all in all, let both couples know that they have to be responsible to their home financially, that they have to be responsible with their finance. And we all learn every day. If you are not um, being responsible with your finances today, there's always a place to start. There's always a place to start. And there are resources available that you can key into to help, teach you on how to save. Um, yeah, a lot of people that find it difficult to save, maybe your best bet is go to your HR and make sure that a portion of your salary is going straight to the joint account before you even touch it. That way, there's no ifs or buts as to um, can you come up with your own portion of your contribution. You know, again, this is Bola Ogundipe. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining. Okay, your finances is very important to your home, and the children that we are trying to raise, they see what you do. Even though we tend to only want them to see the good part, but they see everything. So let's do whatever it is that we can do in our power to be a good role model, to be a good example. Okay, knowing that you matter. Whatever that you do, you matter. Your actions and inactions matter. Please like and share. And if you're not yet following me on this page, please do follow me. Thank you very much. Till next time, I'll let you know when I'm coming up live. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.